the alternative novelty props market is just the Taylor Swift market.
Oh my god, I'm so over
so
it.
much.
The foam
So
finger.
done.
Like, what are we doing? And then will either of them say "I love you"? Like, this
Yeah.
is starting to get on my nerves.
I love this one, and if I'm San Francisco, I do this. Will Swift be said by either team during play calling? Like you're at the line and the mic's on, and Purdy starts going Swift, Swift. That would be a phenomenal move. And it might get in their heads, but you also might be pushing Kelsey a little bit. Remember what happened, how that worked out for the Ravens?
Yeah.
With the gamesmanship going on there. So, I mean, it is just the cost of the engagement ring over or under $250,000. Chiefs win, and Kelsey Swift announced pregnancy 33-1. Like, what? Will Clark Hunt mention Swift in the speech after the game? Like, no, that's never going to happen. Oh,
Best man in the wedding?
The maid of honors are all listed. Hell yeah. Give me some Selena Gomez at 6-1. Emma Stone? Not bad. Like, really?
I did not have give me some Selena Gomez at 6-1 on my bingo card for the Monday edition of BetQL Daily. Thank you, John.
This is all over the place. Her headwear, knit cap or hat. It's knit cap is a favorite, not too much of a heavy favorite. Is Donna Kelsey and Taylor going to embrace in a hug at some point? Yeah. Will there be an over to the head clap? It's crazy. Every time I look this morning, like, what are we going to close with? I looked earlier this morning before the show was 83. Then I checked back, it was 86. Now I see 87 props in total listed. We're going to be over 100 by the time we get to this
easily.
game, or at some point this week, right? Okay, here's a good one.
I do like that 10-1 Swift during play calling.
I like
a nice
that.
Little value there.
It's fun. It would be fun. I would definitely do that if I'm Shanahan. What will Tony Romo say first? Jim/Jimmy is a heavy favorite, but Taylor/Swift is plus 350. God, he says Jimmy too much.
Yeah.
I'd like to take the dog, but I can't.
Yeah. Wait, is there really a prop on Taylor Swift to show her bra at 4-1? What is that?
Very unprofessional. Yeah.
What color will said bra be?
Yeah.
Red. Come on.
Red.
It's got to be red. Lipstick's red. The hat's red. Everything's red.
You can bet on where Brittany Mahomes is going to be sitting in relation to Taylor Swift. By her side, behind, or in front. I mean,
city they're getting married. City of the honeymoon. Yeah.
I love all the married props. Like, they're not even engaged yet, and you can bet on all these things that have to do with their wedding.
Come on.
Like,
will she be shown eating a hot dog? No, it's
while showing her bra. Eating a hot dog while showing her bra. Parlay that.
Yeah, like that's happening. Come on, man. This is insane.
Why is Rhode Island one of the possible marriage locations?
What's the connection? The date they put on the engagement, will it be before January 1st of 2025? Heavy favorite on yes. See, I think it's never happening, so I'm a no.
Also, to appear on the New Heights podcast by May 1st, I kind of liked. I'd want to listen if she joined their podcast.
Hey, and if you're like me, and if you've been saying all along the fake relationship, how convenient we find out about the album dropping. Are we out on her as a show? I know Aaron is 100%.
No,
I think I've been there, kind of. Yes and no. I'm not.
I'm not a hard out. Like, I can't take it anymore. This is awful.
No.
It's more like okay, guys, can we just get through Sunday? Because like I could use a week or two without any Taylor Swift news. Yeah, apathetic, Jake. That's the right word. I have reached apathy levels with Taylor Swift.
You could still get plus 100 on a Kelsey anytime touchdown as of like Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
I can't figure that out. Like, I mean, it's only happened like 18 times in 17 playoff games that these two have played together, right? And like, I think it's happened in every playoff game that he's played, like, since losing the Super Bowl to Tom Brady. So yeah, and then there's the Taylor Swift, and I mean, his brother's going to be there, his mom's going to be like, and there's like, it's a 3-person offense, right? It's Pacheco, it's Rice, it's him. So the anytime touchdown, look, maybe they do a better job than Baltimore did defending him. 6 Ravens couldn't stop him. They tried 6 different matchups. None of them worked. So if you're making me do one thing on Kelsey, I'm just going to take the anytime touchdown. You know, like we're up over 8.5 catches. Like, I don't know about all that. I mean, he probably will. He's been a playoff demon, but just give me the anytime touchdown. Give me Pacheco over the – I played it originally at 14.5. I'm sure that's long gone. Where is it now? 16.5 carries. He's going to run the ball 20 times. So I'm over that. I'm over Pacheco rushing yards. I love Noah Gray over 1.5 receptions. You look at that in road games, road/neutral games. I think it's happened 6 of the last 8. You just look at how much they're playing, right? They're playing 2 tight ends like over half the time in the playoffs. They're playing, 3 tight ends like 25%, 20% of the time. Gray's on the field all the time because they're in heavy stuff, 2 or 3 tight ends all the time. He's played like 50 more snaps than tight end 3. If you sell out to stop Kelsey, like I don't mind it over the 11.5 yards as well, but like 1.5 receptions, I love that. And I like Butker over 1.5 field goals. I'm thinking 1 long, 150 plus, and then 1 chip shot because we know the issues that the Chiefs have had in the red zone.
Yeah, I played a couple different angles. I played Deebo Samuel to go over his prop of 56.5, 57.5 receiving yards. He's been their primary target in games with Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, and George Kittle all playing together. It was like 11 games this year. He led the team in target share. Also against the Chiefs' 2 high coverages, which is what they play a lot. He's been kind of their primary guy underneath, in the middle there. So I think that he goes over his prop, as well as I bet on a little Christian McCaffrey to an MVP. I already gave you most of the reasoning why with the running game, but I think if the Niners win in a lower scoring game, then we're going to see CMC hoisting that trophy. We're looking at the Chiefs being one of the worst teams at defending zone runs. The 49ers are known for that. They can play heavier personnel with like 2 tight ends. The Chiefs have not been very good at defending that against the run. The 49ers showed us, even against the Lions, the Packers, teams that were good against the run and not very good against the pass, they still ran it. They still ran it well. And so I think in this spot, in a good matchup, it's going to be really difficult for Steve Spagnuolo and the Chiefs defense really to recover. And on the other side, this 49ers defense has some holes, but they rush for a lot. They play a lot of zone defense. Patrick Mahomes threw the 2nd most interceptions in the NFL against that, coverage there. 10 interceptions, threw it at a way higher clip. So I think the Niners are able to pull it off, but it's going to be a close one.
The defensive line got pushed around by the Chiefs in that game too. They were able to run the ball. So there should be changes. They are so close, but just can't get over that hump. And I think you brought up Diggs. I believe we called him a bum multiple times. And even last offseason, we were talking about like what's going on with him and Josh Allen. Like that situation isn't working. Maybe it's best for everyone to turn the page and not run that back again. Find it interesting that they're 12-1 to win the Super Bowl next year, the same odds as the Lions. But I don't know. I don't think I'll be rushing to bet any Bills futures just yet.
This is the guy that came into the league. Everybody felt bad for poor Aaron Rodgers because Brett Favre wouldn't talk to the guy. Brett Favre wouldn't help him along. And that was the expectation, but it's not Favre's job. And I understand his point. He did the same thing to Jordan Love. He turned around and did the same damn thing. It's people won't, most of our listeners won't relate to this, but I'm sure, Chris, you've seen this. Aaron, you've seen this as well. It makes me laugh in our small business when we see producers come up and they get treated like crap and then they break through and then they become talent on air hosts. And you know what they do when they become that talent, that on-air host? Do they treat the producers right like they should have been treated when they were younger? Nope. It's a vicious cycle. It's the same damn thing. It reminds me of what's going on with Aaron Rodgers. Like he's doing what Favre did to him that he was so upset about and everybody else was upset about for him. Yeah, I mean, toxicity enters the building with Aaron Rodgers. Big surprise. After he brings in all of his buddies. Is this what we're going to continue to do? Mekhi Becton, a free agent. They're starting center, a free agent. A lot of questions. You would expect with the 10th pick overall. They're all in, man. They're all in on Saleh. They're all in on Rodgers. I don't even know if Saleh can coach. I have no idea. But I do know that with the 10th pick overall, you've got to take the best available offensive lineman because they got nobody that can block that guy.